Today I learned Hugh Jackman took a pay cut to ensure Logan would be rated R. Since rated films typically limit the overall audience that can attend, Jackman's reduced salary brought the budget down to an acceptable place to warrant an R rating.
Box office totals for the three solo Wolverine films all made on similar budgets. The Wolverine $414.8 million. X-Men Origins Wolverine $373.1 million. Logan $619 million. Looks like his decision-making paid off for everyone else. It's crazy that the director of Logan also directed The Wolverine. Goes to show you what is possible without executive meddling. Watched this 2 nights ago. You know it's a good movie when you still think about it today. The relationship between the weak Logan and the frail, helpless Xavier brought so much tears to me. All that's left is them. They just wanted to be on a boat together. He made this decision after Deadpool had already come out. Weird that it was both canonical and not.
Today I learned Frank Zappa was a futurist who was enthusiastic for the possibility of holographic imagery. So much so that he recorded footage of himself in the early 70s with the intention to be used when technology got to that point. A Frank Zappa holographic tour using that footage starts next year.
It's refreshing to see someone who wanted to be turned into a hologram go on hologram tour. This makes me really happy. Frank is a legend. Dweezil is great too. It's cool how out there Frank was and that he didn't even use drugs. I can do about an hour on the Tower of Power. Go see Dweezil instead.
Today I learned, when roosters open their beaks fully, their external auditory canals completely closed off. Basically, roosters have built-in earplugs. This helps prevent them from damaging their hearing when they crow.
So what you're telling me is these assholes get to yell and disturb me at 5 a.m. and they don't even have to bother themselves to do it. I think my kids have this. Edit. Aw shucks, thanks for the gilding. The rooster crows they measured were more than loud enough to be potentially damaging. Often over 100 decibels. And one animal in particular crowed at over 140 decibels. I never knew they were so loud. That one rooster can crow at the same volume as some guns. There are actually a lot of people whose auditory canals completely close when their mouths are open. Imagine if when you woke up and yawned in the morning you discovered you were actually shrieking at the top of your voice and didn't realize. Edit. I know I'm a dick sometimes. Reddit. But I love you so much.
Today I learned after millionaire won a Grammy for Raiden, he approached Weird Al Yankovic on the red carpet, thanked him for the white and nerdy parody and told him, I think your parody is a big reason why I won this Grammy, because you made it undeniable that my song was the rap song of the year.
Brian Posehn said it best. Paraphrasing. I know I am getting old, because I don't know what songs Weird Al is making fun of anymore. I've been seeing an awful lot of Weird Al stuff on here the past couple days. Does he have a new album coming out or what? There needs to be a name for this phenomenon. I don't know the words to Gangsta's Paradise. But I can sing Amish Paradise beginning to end. Weird Al, making songs well known for his amazing parodies. He seems like a genuine dude, and for that his interaction with Michael Jordan will always stands out as the introduction to the fact that MJ is a piece of shit.
Today I learned that Keanu Reeves runs a private charitable foundation to fund cancer research in children's hospitals. In 2009, he told Ladies' Home Journal, I don't like to attach my name to it. I just let the foundation do what it does.
Keanu Reeves is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer freaking will. I just wanted to know that he's happy. That's what will make me happy. My dad actually looked a lot like Keanu Reeves when The Matrix came out. Uncannily. I actually thought that it was my dad in the movie and wondered why the heck he didn't tell me. He could probably still look like him if he tried to. However, unlike my father, I actually respect Keanu Reeves and view him as a good role model. We don't deserve Keanu Reeves. Instead he named it the Ted Theodore Logan Cancer Research Charity.
Today I learned. CBS used to add bird songs to their golf broadcasts to get rid of awkward silences until they got caught by someone watching at home who knew the bird songs belonged to birds that didn't live in the region in which the golf tournament was being played.
I'm convinced ESPN does this during basketball games with fake extra sneaker sounds. Sometimes they're sneaker noises with no one actually moving or cutting. Similarly, when cycling broadcasts show overhead shots, they add in fake helicopter sounds. The cameras are actually in helicopters, but they aren't mic'd. I don't mind the added bird noises. When I'm watching golf, it's usually to relax, and it doesn't make a difference to me whether the nature sounds are real or not. They help to relax. Man, he is focused. I work in TV as an audio engineer, and I've gone out in the woods near a golf course to record some fill audio. Mostly got crickets and wind. You've got no idea how absurdly quiet golf is when putting it on TV.
Today I learned Hersheys does not meet the legal minimum cocoa content to be described as chocolate in Britain.
Same in Canada. Same brand chocolate bars taste very different up in Canada. And #X200B. It's also probably why anytime people say chocolate kills dogs, but they have a story about some dog that ate a whole bag and lived. It was Hersheys. I worked in a chocolate factory for 9+ years. If you have any questions about this AMA, is this why so many Europeans hate American chocolate? Not sure why I can't find any mention of this, but Hersheys isn't meant to be the gold standard in chocolate. It's supposed to be the every month chocolate that everyone can afford. Since it's so cheap, pretty much every American has grown up with Hersheys chocolates, so they are used to the taste. Personally, I love Daredevil.
Today I learned of the speed camera lottery in Stockholm, Sweden. Drive at or under the speed limit and you'll be entered into a lottery where the prize fund comes from the fines that speeders pay. Average speed reduced from 32 km per hour to 25 km per hour. A reduction of 22%.
I live in Sweden and I have never heard of this. What was the change in accidents? Simple, yet brilliant. It is the same in dog training. Instead of just punishing bad behavior, also reward good behavior. In Taiwan, they had a huge problem with cash-only businesses not reporting their income. The government provided businesses with special machines for printing receipts that were also lottery tickets. This made everyone always ask for their receipts so they could get their lottery ticket, forcing businesses to record sales. North American police departments want to use the money from speed fines to pay for cool new toys for the station. They're not going to just give it away as a prize.
Today I learned Stanley, co-creator of Daredevil, worried that blind people would be offended at how far he exaggerated the way a blind person's other senses are enhanced, until he started receiving letters telling him that blind people greatly enjoyed having Daredevil comics read to them.
Read to them. Good job avoiding stupid questions. Up. Well, Daredevil's senses are supposed to have been enhanced by the chemicals as well as the blindness. At least in later versions. They should make a Daredevil book for the blind, with braille and embossed illustrations. Frank Miller started penciling Daredevil when the series still had something of a campy tone. It was his goal to deliver a more serious take on the man without fear when he took over writing duties. But his inspiration came from a strange place. While working on the title, Miller was mugged twice in New York City, and he was later quoted as saying that, "After I got mugged, I was really eager to see criminals shot on sight." What a guy. However, many turtles were angered by the implication that the same container that took Daredevil's sight Also could turn them into teenage mutants.
Today I learned that Lake Superior has an island which has a lake which has an island which has a pond which has a boulder, which, when the pond floods, becomes the largest island in the largest lake on the largest island in the largest lake on the largest island in the largest lake in the world.
Thought this was our subreddit simulator for a second, lol. I'll take your word for it because my brain is refusing to work properly. This is some Dr. Seuss level nonsense. During the dry season, I am a rock. During the rainy season, I am an ISLAAAND. There's a fleck on the speck on the tail, on the frog on the bump on the branch, on the lug in the hole in the bottom of the sea.